Damn, so you moved to Africa, Zay?
Yeah, bro.
Real talk?
I'm out
You
here,
ain't
man. Like
bullshit me, man. You playing, nigga.
I've been out here almost a month now, my dude.
Stop it. You there
Mhm.
permanently or you just like vacationing and checking it out?
I'm here permanently, yo.
What country?
I'm in Ethiopia.
Ethiopia. Okay, yeah, that's the land, that's the home of mankind, Ethiopia.
Yep, yep.
That's what they say in the science books and whatnot. That's real big. I got a lot of respect for that, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I advocate that if guys are going to travel out the country, right,
Yeah,
in order to preserve our group, you have to reproduce with people that look just like us.
facts.
Ain't nowhere else you gonna find people in large numbers that look like us except for Africa and Brazil.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I personally, I want to take the time to commend you because not a lot of dudes would make that same decision. Some of them, you know, they talk shit about black women on the internet and then go lay up with white women,
Right.
which I
And
don't
see,
advocate.
I'm glad you just said that, bro, because you know that, and that's part of one of the reasons why I came here, because I got to the point where I was feeling like, what I'm saying, in America, I'm like, man, my black women, they ain't acting right, and I'm not trying to fuck with no damn white bitches, bro. I ain't trying to cuss on her, but I ain't trying to mess with no white women. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
I'm like,
you
man,
good?
where
This is
where
an
else can I
adult
go?
show, bro. This is an
You said
adult
what?
show. You good?
All right, yeah. So I'm like, yo, where else could I go? I'm like, man, shoot, let me figure out what's up in Africa, man. Like, I'm sure these women ain't corrupt like how the women are in the West. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
they messed up just all around, mentally, emotionally, physically, just all around. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I want to
Hmm.
see what it looked like to be where women can actually be in their real element, like be feminine and still want to be a housewife and still my color. You know what I'm saying? Seeing my color
Hmm.
be like that. You know, so I've never seen my color be like that. So me for the
Hmm.
first time seeing this shit, honestly, just being here in Africa, bro, is literally reprogramming my mind how I see black people, how I see myself. You know what I'm saying? Just
Hmm.
it's really, man. When I see black girls walking up the street, I don't think these skank ratchet ass hoes or anything like that. I think, man, these some nice, beautiful, just wholesome women, and they very
Hmm.
conservative over here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really fixing the image of the fucking West. You know?
Hmm. Yeah, I totally understand, bro. I mean, I personally have yet to venture out the country, although I'm well traveled in the states. But something that a lot of people don't know about me is that a good bit of my life has been in the company of a lot of foreign people, particularly Africans. Some of my
Mm-hmm.
very good friends are Africans, and I don't mean African Americans. I mean
Right.
real Africans from the
On the
continent who
continent.
just happen to have come to stay in America. Some
Right.
stay for good, some leave. And I would like to personally, state for the record that, we have a lot of erroneous beliefs about how, our brothers and sisters from the continent regard us. That's not to say that some of them don't have a negative attitude, but
Right.
it's not the prevailing attitude. And
Right, right,
also,
right.
I like to say, based on what I just heard you say, this is a key difference between how we as black men have our experience here in America as opposed to where you are in Ethiopia. See, in Ethiopia, if I'm not mistaken, because I've never been there, everything is run by black people.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
makes a huge difference.
And
It
see,
even
that's the
makes a
thing.
difference in how the women behave, which is something that I keep saying to these guys in regards to the women here in this country. It's because we have not created a space to produce the kind of women that we want.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't really complain about the women here as they are because we all know that they were brought to this country for a specific reason and under a specific pretense. So you have to hold white folks who did all this more responsible than the black women that we complain about. Because
Right.
truth be told, black women participate and cooperate in the advancement of white supremacy, but so do black men,
Right, right, right.
unless I'm
Exactly.
mistaken.
No, you're definitely right. Like I said, I always my whole thing is the modern man and the modern woman are one and the same. Like a lot of
Hmm.
dudes been complaining about, women ain't this and that. And y'all ain't either. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
I hear dudes say shit like, like I'm gonna tell you, like if you're a modern man, you say shit like 50-50. Like that's a modern man term. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like if you say you need a girl who gonna be doing business and doing all of this and who gonna have your back if you fall over and shit like that. Like that's what make women want to, you know what I'm saying, not
Sound
be
like they looking for
housewives.
their mama
Yeah,
to me.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what make women not want to be housewives. They like, man, y'all niggas keep saying that y'all don't want a woman who gonna just not be doing shit in the house and being taking care of the house, and then I'm not about to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
we just as responsible. You feel me? So
Hmm.
and to piggyback off what you said about the country's ran by black people, see that's the thing. It ain't no such thing as being black here on the continent. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Hmm.
can't say this a black home bit. Like nigga, this is just
Hmm.
it's
But when I
just
when I say black, I just mean, and I want folks to understand this. In my mind, I understand that the title of black, at least here in the States, is more of a political category than a biological or quote unquote racial category. And
mhm.
for me, when I say black, I'm just saying we're highly melanated people of African stock. That's really a mouthful to say every time, you know.
Mhm.
That's
And
but
no,
but that's just so that you and anybody listening to this will get some context and understand what I mean when I say that particular word. But I
no,
get exactly what you're saying. They
yeah,
don't
I
think of
understand
themselves
exactly
as
what you're
black
saying.
people. They think of themselves as Ethiopians as a
Uh-huh.
collective, and then they got their own little, different groups or tribes, whatever you want to call
Yeah. And no, I understand what you're saying, but what I found out, like basically what I found out is once you leave America, it ain't no such thing as being black or anything that's like westernized. There's no such thing as being black or whatever. Like people when they say where you from, they like I'm Nigerian or I'm Puerto Rican or I'm Ghanaian or something like that. Like they don't really they don't you not hear nobody be like, oh, I'm black or I'm black American. Like that's not what they say. You know what I'm saying? Like there's literally no such thing. And that's what I want a lot of guys to like a lot of African American. I think every African American need to at least come and visit over here, man. They need to know what it feel like and know what to see and see what it looks like to just where everything is just black. You turn on the TV, black people. You see billboards, black people. You see doctors, black people. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is black. It's not where because like in the West, when you see everything, you see everything that's white. So like this is why like a lot of guys in the West end up wanting to be like either they got three things: either play football, not football, play sports or entertainment or just sell drugs because
or
when they turn on the
T-shirts.
TV, yeah, when they turn on the TV and shit, and they see doctors and people who are teachers and shit like that, they see white
Mhm,
people. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to fucking be like no damn white people. It's like that's some square shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you
mhm,
was here on the continent, you seen motherfuckers that look like you'd be able to pick whatever the hell you want to do. You wouldn't be thinking about I need to rap and or play football to make it. You gonna just be a doctor or you gonna be a lawyer. Like it ain't gonna be no problem because
mhm,
everybody that is your color.
mhm. Indeed, I understand exactly what you're saying, and
Yeah.
we almost 9 minutes in, and I wanted to tell everybody thank you for joining me for another episode of the Topcast. I have my gay. Sorry about that. My guest Zay Double Edge.
Yeah.
And we are chopping it up about his experience in Africa and why he chose to go there. Because like I just stated previously, that's one of my top travel destinations. I'm interested in being around people, what I'm saying, who look just like me. I think that it will have the exact impact, that you just described, in that we don't generally have that experience here in the United States.
Yeah.
And I think that that would be a positive thing for us to do. But one thing that I've noticed over my lifetime, and I know I'm almost twice your age, Zay, but you
Hmm.
get a lot of black people from the States who have a lot of negative remarks or, ideas about Africa and Africans. as if there's one monolithic people, which we are to in a sense. But like you pointed out, over there they identify themselves not as I'm a black person and you're a black person, but I'm a Nigerian, and I'm a Ugandan, and I'm an
Mm-hmm.
Ethiopian. You understand what I'm saying? But they do.
Yeah.
I will say that I do think that they do have a sense of camaraderie, even though they know they from different countries.
Yeah. Yeah.
More so than what we have going on here. And like I said, I advocate for guys if they're unsatisfied with the women they have to select from in America, then I feel as a man of African stock, in order to preserve our group, you need to go find another woman that's of our group somewhere on this planet, because
Somewhere else. That's
there's
exactly.
a billion of us on this planet.
Exactly. That's exactly what I be saying. I'm like, man, y'all can go to Brazil, y'all can go to Colombia. It's black Colombians, it's black Brazilians. It's black people all around. Like y'all don't. It's not just y'all don't need to stay here in America, man. Like just get your motherfucking passports, bro. It's black women all around. Like y'all sit here, y'all stay complaining about these American women. Motherfucker, get your passport, bro. If you don't have to strictly be with just them. You know what I'm saying? Like
But
it's more than just them.
what I hear a lot of guys saying is, you hear guys saying shit like, for example, yeah, fuck these black bitches, go get you a white girl. And that
Oh
gives me
man.
immediate pause. And the reason why it makes me pause immediately is because we all know that white women recruited black women into feminism. Is that right?
Uh-huh. Right, right.
So if we know that that's what white women did, what sense does it make to talk shit about black women and then go lay up with white women? Sounds kind of hypocritical.
Right.
Okay, I thought I was talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was an alien, or something was wrong with me. I might have need to go get a lobotomy or something. It's very refreshing to know that at least you and I are on the same page in regards to that.
No, we definitely are. We definitely are.
Definitely. And I suspect that there's a great many more of us that are of the same mind. It's just that you and I are two of the folks who happen to, had the cojones to actually speak on it publicly. Because a
Yeah.
lot
See.
of these dudes don't want to talk about white folks because they scared that white folks gonna
Right.
fuck up their lifestyle. And that should let you know right there that that's where your problem is, and
Right.
not with black women.
And see, my thing is with the whole, dating white women thing is when shit hit the fan, they gonna fuck your ass up. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna use all their little white privilege and do you in. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then on top of that, like when you it's not even just white women though, like when you mix race and when you do like a mixed race, you fucking your kid's identity up, you know what I'm saying? Because now he's not black nor is he white, he's literally everything and nothing at the same time. So every time he gets around his white family is never going to look at him as white, they're going to look at him as black. Every time he gets around his black family ain't going to look at him really as black, they going to look at him as white. And he's gonna be so damn confused every time he's around people because he doesn't even know where the fuck to fit in. Like putting kids in that, just putting your kid in that situation is just a whole fucked up situation. And he's gonna want to look, he or she, whatever, he's gonna want to look like one particular part of the family, which if it's the white family or the black family, he's gonna want to be one of those. You get what I'm saying? Like, but just making your kid an outcast like that and having that's yeah, I wouldn't even do that. Like I don't even know how everybody. It's we in a generation where it's just race mixing and shit. You damn near trying to. It's you almost killing uh races like other races just mixing races like you know what I'm saying, like you can literally
Indeed,
erase a whole race, you know what I'm saying. That's
indeed,
why they don't fucking
indeed.
like us,
That's
you
one of
know.
the reasons, I suspect anyway, because I don't have any direct evidence except for, the white folks who I have heard admit it. And if if anybody cares to do such an experiment, feel free to do so. Just go talk to white people and ask them. Ask adult white men and women, do they want their children, great grandchildren, and great grandchildren to have any color? And they'll tell you no. So then it's
Mhm.
not wrong if I say the same thing about my group.
Right.
It's all about self preservation. But you're absolutely right in your assessment, what you was just saying, in regards to these so-called mixed or biracial offspring are in fact confused because they're conflicted. The
Mm-hmm.
society treats them one way, you understand, while you know their black parent tells them something else. And I would also like to point out, because most of us don't, we miss this. We don't often, saying catch every act of racism.
Mm-hmm.
And that is that you'll hear a lot of black people that say, well, if I have a baby with a white person, that baby is still black. Okay, let's take that premise, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then why don't white parents, be it a white woman or a white man, why do they call those children mixed instead of just calling them black?
Mm.
Why do they call them biracial instead of just calling them black? If by definition, according to black people, whoever we reproduce with, that person is automatically black, like us. Why do we have these terms, mixed and biracial?
Right. Wow.
See what I'm saying?
I never thought of that.
This racism shit is deep, man. Motherfuckers think it's easy. It's very complicated.
It
That's
really
why
is.
that's why it works. It's hard to figure out,
Uh-huh.
But again, I definitely commend you. From my mouth to your ears, you got a lot of respect, or you earned a lot of respect from me just for simply making that decision. Because a lot of guys your age is not going to do that. They ready to run and up underneath some long haired Spanish girls is pale, and they free to do whatever they want. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just saying I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? But they don't think, hey man, how many black people on the planet? Oh, it's a half a billion adult black women. Okay, well, not even a half a billion. Let's say 300. And then you got 300 chances. You understand what I'm saying? 300 million chances.
Mm-hmm.
If that's not enough chances for you to find one, because you only want to have one wife, that's what they keep saying. There's something wrong with you, not with the women.
No, that's a fact.
So how are the women over there? I mean, how do they treat you? What's some of the most significant and obvious differences if a young man got on a plane today and came to Africa? What could he expect?
I mean, over here in Ethiopia, they're not too big on you being American. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have some game a little bit. Like you gotta have some game about you. Like you can't just come over here and think it's Brazil or Colombia and think that you about to run through these women, because that's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like they almost can give a fuck less if you were an American. You know what I'm saying? Like um now, some do care, some do care, but for majority, they don't. It's not really a big thing. You gotta have some swag about you. But they really nice. Like they so cool, yo. You know what I'm saying? They so feminine and they so wife material that you could chill with these girls for days without even thinking about having sex. Well, me personally, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even sex hungry. I don't know about another guy. But you can chill with these girls for days and not even have sex with something. It was one girl. I ain't have sex with her for like 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like she was coming out. I was not. We were just chilling, you know what I'm saying? Talking and whatever. And the day that I had sex with her, I ain't even mean to have sex with her. We just end up just doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I kind of wanted to see how long I can go without smashing this chick. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta worry about a woman, you know what I'm saying,
I know
coming
that's
over.
right.
I ain't gotta worry about a woman coming over here, you know what I'm saying? And what we say in the States, trying to play with my time, or trying to get attention, being attention. I ain't really got to worry about all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
in the States, you got to hurry up and hit that shit before she end up ghosting you. Next thing you know, she gone the next day. Like you didn't chill with her, and because you ain't make a move or some shit, she think he gay or some shit. You know what I'm saying? She not really feeling you. You know what I'm saying? Out here, you ain't really got to do all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Now, like I said, you
Sound like
still
my
need some
speed,
attention.
man. Sound
Yeah,
like my speed. But
yeah.
let me ask you this. In terms of quality of living, how much different is it in Ethiopia as compared to where you was staying at in the States?
Ooh, quality of living. Oh man, the States got that shit, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. You know what I mean?
In what way?
I mean, in the way of, I'm gonna say in the way of like internet and TV and
Mm-hmm.
entertainment and stuff like that, and
Mm-hmm.
probably some houses, but you can get some nice things out here, but it costs a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
if you want to live like an American over here, it costs some more to live like an American. But like say if you want to live like a local, it ain't that pretty, but it's sustainable, especially for somebody that's my age and finally out here, just doing something I can bear with it. But if you're somebody that's
Mm-hmm.
older, you know what I'm saying, and yeah, you're probably gonna want something that's nice and decent. You're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna probably want to live like a damn local. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Because I can afford to
Yeah.
do that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, with quality of living over here, man, like mentally and spiritually, man, perfect. But
Mm.
like if you're materialistic or whatever, yeah, you're not gonna last. You know what
Leave
I'm saying?
something to be desired.
Yeah, if you materialistic or whatever, man, it ain't gonna probably work for you unless you wanna pay that money. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Unless
Understood.
you got that bag. So
Understood.
that's how
I
that's how.
would say this. I would say this to you because I don't know if that's going to be your final, you know, home.
Hmm.
But in terms of your legacy as a young man, you in a very good spot because Ethiopia, like Nigeria and Kenya, and I think it's another country, and it was four countries, four prominent countries in Africa that's looking to be a very have a lot of influence economically by 2100.
Yeah,
And I don't think a lot of guys understand that. Like they like to invest in Bitcoin.
yeah,
Africa, after the Asians have their time, because they're up next, they're up right now, then it's going to be our turn again. And
yep,
see, we don't think 50 years, 100 years in the future. You understand what I'm saying? We don't plan
yeah,
that far. We need to learn how to begin to do that. But we got to keep it black. No, that's
yeah,
that's
definitely.
that's that's my that's my opinion. But folks are free to do what they will. I usually speak in a manner, even if it sounds like I'm talking about other people, in a manner to express what I would do in such a situation, you know. But and nobody's beholden to copy my behavior. You got your
Right.
own life to live. But I communicate these things because I think it's my responsibility as a member of this group. You understand? That being,
Yep.
black people or melanated people or people of African genetic stock. But I definitely want to thank you for coming through, Zay. Again, I got a lot of respect for the move that you made because it's not a common destination. And I think that young men your age and even some older guys my age, if they have the notion to do so, I would suggest that they do just like you did. And for myself, I have plans on doing the same thing.
Right,
And that
right, right.
is, if not moving to Africa, then at least visiting it.
At
The
least.
same way that Muslims make their Hajj to Mecca, I'm gonna make my Hajj to Africa at some point in time. I
Yep.
want to thank you for coming through. If you will, before we get out of here, drop your social media for the people so they can get at you, even though you're already famous. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little famous because your fame is rubbing off on me and shit. So drop your social media, LL Cool Zay. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
let the people know where they can holler at you at, bro.
Y'all can holler at me on Instagram. It's the It's the Zay way, and it's the underscore Zay underscore way underscore. And you can also give me on TikTok at Zay underscore DBE. You know, I might end up changing my Instagram name, but and you can also subscribe to my YouTube at Zay Double Edge. That's all you got to put in the search. So is that all? Yeah, that should be all.
All right, I'm linked in with you, Zay. I follow you, you follow me. I fuck with your YouTube, you fuck with mine. You know what I'm saying? And if you didn't know, you one of the people who inspired me to even do this shit.
Mm.
Um, all you folks, make sure you follow me on both of my Instagram pages, the Incredible T.O.P and the Topcast Instagram page. Come fuck with the Topcast on Anchor Podcast or your favorite podcast outlet. You can listen to me talk shit while you're driving or while you're at work with your headphones on. If you ain't done so already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and bring your friends with you. Your auntie too, because me and that bitch had intimate relations. Until next time, my niggas. Hope you got something out of this. I got something out of it. And we'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.
Thanks, Zay.
Peace. Yep. All right, man.